Good day, Nigeria. And we need to talk about what just happened at Aso Rock because this story is much bigger than solar panels on a government building. The presidential villa is cutting itself off from the national electricity grid by March 2026, and what we're actually witnessing is the Nigerian government publicly admitting that the power sector has failed so completely that even the president cannot rely on it. Think about that for a moment. The same grid that powers your home, your business, your hospital has been deemed too unreliable for the nation's highest office. The State House Permanent Secretary, Temitope Fashedemi, confirmed that their solar installation has been running tests since December, and the results tell a story that millions of Nigerians already know by heart. The State House Medical Center has been operating on just 3% grid electricity, with the rest coming entirely from solar and batteries. Their generators have been sitting idle. No diesel costs, no fumes, just consistent power. This is the same reliable electricity that remains a distant dream for most Nigerian families who still plan their lives around power outages and lose food in refrigerators when NEPA takes light. What makes this story particularly revealing is the money involved. The presidential villa was spending 47 billion naira every single year on electricity bills. The solar project cost 17 billion naira total, which means it pays for itself in less than 5 months. Now, if you're a Nigerian business owner who's been running generators and watching your operational costs eat into your profits, you're probably doing that math in your head right now. Across Africa, countries are leapfrogging the traditional grid system entirely and jumping straight to decentralized renewable energy. Kenya has become a leader in off-grid solar solutions. Ghana is building massive solar farms. The global shift toward renewable energy isn't just about climate change anymore. It's about energy security, and Nigeria is being forced to learn this lesson the hard way. Now, let's talk about the embarrassing parts. In February 2024, the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company publicly listed the presidential villa as owing 923 million naira in unpaid electricity bills. But during the testing of this new solar system, something even more disturbing came to light. The government discovered they'd been systematically overbilled for years, with AEDC charging them for electricity from transformers that weren't even supplying power to the villa. If this level of corruption exists in billing the presidential villa, what's happening to ordinary Nigerians who don't have permanent secretaries to audit their electricity bills? If you're finding this analysis insightful and you want more content that connects these dots, please hit that subscribe button right now. We are building a community of informed Nigerians who understand that these stories matter. The class divide cannot be ignored. The government can spend 17 billion naira to ensure Aso Rock never experiences a power outage again, while communities in the same city go days without electricity. The World Bank estimates that about 43% of Nigeria's population still lacks access to electricity. But there's hope. Every major technological transition follows a similar pattern. The wealthy adopt it first. Costs come down, and eventually it becomes accessible to the masses. Mobile phones in Nigeria followed this exact trajectory. The same thing is starting to happen with solar energy. The March 2026 deadline is almost here. The real question is whether this becomes the beginning of genuine energy transformation or just another reminder that in Nigeria there are two realities. If the president of Nigeria cannot trust the national grid to power his office, why should you trust it to power your future? And what are we going to do about it?